Hi, it's Maureen Muldoon, and we are on lesson 139 with A Course in Miracles, the workbook lessons. And this lesson is I will accept atonement for myself. I will accept atonement for myself. And if you like these lessons, go ahead and give it a like before you even start. Joyful expectancy always works. So when you expect to be joyful, you will most likely find joy. This lesson is all about self-acceptance and allowing the truth of God to be ever on your lips and in your mind and in your heart. And I know that sounds sort of woo-woo and out there, but the more you move into acceptance of who you are, the more helpful you can be. And we talk in this lesson about like the massive self-help community that's based on perpetuating the idea that you don't know who you are, but you know who you are. You're a divine and beautiful extension of God's love. You're here to love. It's not hard. It's not, it's not immense. It's absolutely, it's actually quite simple. And you are capable of doing it. So let's dip into the lesson 138, shall we? I will accept atonement for myself. Here's the end of choice. For here we come to a decision to accept ourselves as God created us. And what is choice except uncertainty of what we are? There is no doubt that is not rooted here. There is no question but reflects this one. There is no conflict that does not entail the single simple question, what am I? So today's lesson, we're finally just saying, I know who I am. I know what's up with me. I know who my creator is, and I'm going to accept that. Yet who could ask this question except one who has refused to recognize himself? Only refusal to accept yourself could make this question seem to be sincere. The only thing that can be surely known by any living thing is what it is. From this point of certainty, it looks on other things as certain as itself. So when you have no doubt about yourself, people will stop questioning you. And when you allow yourself to let go of all doubts, all worries, all trying to figure it out, you'll begin to come to every situation with the smile of a conqueror, of somebody who knows their worth and their purpose, and maybe not the full plan of God, but at least somebody who has the willingness to play and let go of, everything else. Let go of even questioning everything else. Marianne Williamson used to say, or says, that I know that I'm supposed to be doing this because I'm doing it. That's it. Like, end of question. Uncertainty about what you must be is self-deception on a scale so vast, its magnitude can hardly be conceived. To be alive and not to know yourself is to believe that you are really dead. For what is life except to be yourself? And what but you can be alive instead? Who is the doubter? What is it he doubts? Whom does he question? Who can answer him? This is a trippy line of questioning, but basically it's saying like, just stop doubting yourself. Just stop doubting yourself. And why? Because you are in alignment with God's love. And as you continue to stay in alignment with God's love, everything will be laid out for you. Deepak Chopra says that there are two signs of waking up, and I think they're pretty helpful signs. One is that things stop bothering you. You stop being bothered by anything, really. And two is you begin to see synchronicities. I like to say, like, you begin to see the seamless synchronicities of God. And so when you're rolling that way, it's very easy to give up doubt. Who is the doubter? What does he doubt? And to whom does he question? Who can answer him? He merely states that he is not himself, and therefore being something else becomes a questioner of what that something is. Yet he could never be alive at all unless he knew the answer. If he asks as if he does not know, it merely shows he does not want to be the thing that he is. He has accepted it because he lives, has judged against it and denied its worth, and has decided that he does not know the only certainty by which he lives. So the question is, who am I? The answer is, I am an extension of God's love. End of story. And yet we have an industry of self-help books that are like, could take us to the moon and back. And all based on the question, who am I? And how do I get to be me? You're you. You get to be you by accepting it. But the thing is, in accepting who you are, you also would benefit from accepting everyone and everything as is. That was one of the lessons I was looking at today, which is, I accept all things as I would have them be. I'm in acceptance. And if you don't know Byron Katie's work, Loving What Is, it's very much about this. It's like, just love what is. Just love what is. Love the ones you're with. Love where you're at. Love everything. And if you're in a place that's not in alignment with love, then love your way out of it. Don't judge your way out of it. Love your way out of it. And if you don't understand that direction, take it to your Holy Spirit and say, Holy Spirit, Maureen told me to love my way out of this thing. How do I do that? And the Holy Spirit will give you an answer. Number 5, thus he becomes uncertain of his life, for it has been denied by him, and it is for this denial you need atonement. Your denial made no change in what you are, but you have split your mind into what knows and does not know the truth. You are yourself. There's no doubt about this, and yet you doubt it. But you do not ask what part of you can really doubt yourself. It cannot really be a part of you that asks this question, for it asks of one who knows the answer. Were it part of you, then certainty would be impossible. So what is this part that asks this question? It's all doubt. One of ego's favorite games is confusion. Like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We all know who we are, and we know exactly what we're here to do. We are extensions of God's love. We are here to love. When you want to get down to the specifics of it, ask your internal teacher. You'll be guided to know exactly where to go, what to do, and what to say. You can close all those self-help books, and you can begin to move with a smile of a conqueror if you'd like to today. I recently cleaned out my whole library, and I kept holding up the books, and I've loved books. I've had a lot of books and read a lot of books, but I was like, do I still need this? It answered a question I had, I'm sure, and it's always kind of fun to, fill the questioner with information. But, I have the 4 agreements, I have Course in Miracles, and I have 12-step. And I'll probably never read 4 agreements again, but I love that book. I have a few from Ram Dass. I have a couple from Mickey Singer. But again, I doubt I'll ever read those books again, because Course in Miracles answers everything for me. And I guess I could start reading memoirs again. For a while, all of my books were all self-realization. Oh, Paramahansa Yogananda, I've had a few of his books that I only ever read one of his books, and it was called Let There Be Light, which freaking saved my life. But again, Autobiography of a Yogi, I've had it for years, haven't read it, probably never will. Sorry, Paramahansa Yogananda, I love you and your work, but I no longer have the need for answers because I no longer have questions. Just something to know. That's a pretty refreshing realization. 6, atonement remedies the strange idea that it's possible to doubt yourself and be unsure of who you really are. This is the depth of madness, yet it is a universal question of the world. What does this mean except the world is mad? Why should its madness in the sad belief that what is universal is true? Just because everyone is running around the block with their hair on fire saying, who am I, who am I, who am I? Just because everybody is, seeking a guru does not mean that you have to do that. Does not mean that that is a helpful thing to do. You know who you are. You know who you are. You're waking up to who you are. You're an extension of God's love. And it would be perfectly okay if you stopped doubting yourself. It would be perfectly okay and actually quite helpful. Nothing the world believes is true. It is a place where purpose is to be a home where those who claim they do not know themselves can come to question what they are. And they will come again until the time atonement is accepted, and they learn it is impossible to doubt yourself and not to be aware of what you are. Some people break the word atonement down to at one meant. If that's fun and helpful, that's cool. My teacher, Ken Wapnick, said that atonement was like a bridge that you cross over in order to return to your right-mindedness. So, 8. Only acceptance can be asked of you, for what you are is certain, and it is set forever in the holy mind of God and in your own. It is so far beyond all doubt and question that to ask what it must be is all the proof you need to show that you believe the contradictions, that you know not what you cannot fail to know. That's a long and riddly little sentence, but take it slowly and you'll get it. Is this a question or a statement which denies itself in statement? Let us not allow our holy minds to occupy themselves with senseless musings such as this. Wow, we sure do spend a lot of time on these senseless musings of who am I? We have a mission here. We did not come to reinforce the madness that we once believed in. Let us not forget the goal that we accepted. It is more than just our happiness alone we come to gain. What we accept as what we are proclaims what everyone must be along with us. See, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like when you accept that you're good and beautiful and holy, you accept that it's true for everyone. And as you accept it for yourself, you accept it for everyone. So this is a real generous gift. It goes on to say, fail not your brothers, or you fail yourself. Look lovingly on them, that they may know that they are part of you and you a part of them. This does atonement teach and demonstrates. The oneness of God's Son is unassailable by his belief he knows not what he is. Today accept atonement not to change reality, but merely to accept the truth about yourself and go your way rejoicing in the endless love of God. It is but this we are asked to do today. It is but this that we will do today. 5 minutes in the morning and at night we will devote to dedicate our minds to our assignment for the day. We start with this review of what our mission is. I will accept atonement for myself, for I remain as God created me. We have not lost the knowledge that God gave us when he created us like him. We can remember it for everyone, for in creation are all minds one, and in our memory is the recall all how dear our brothers are to us in truth, how much a part of us is every mind, how faithful they have really been to us, and how our Father's love contains them all. In thanks for creation, in the name of its creator and his oneness with all aspects of creation, we repeat our dedication to our cause today, each hour, as we lay aside all thoughts of what distracts us from the holy aim. For several minutes let your mind be cleared of all the foolish cobwebs which the world would weave around the Holy Son, the Holy Child of God, and learn the frail nature of the chains that seem to keep the knowledge of yourself apart from your awareness. As you say, I will accept the atonement for myself, for I remain as God created me. So, I will accept atonement for myself, for I remain as God created me. This lesson is all about self-acceptance. So thanks for being here today. Namaste. I know you. I recognize you. I see you, and I appreciate you. And as you know and see and appreciate yourself, great things will come to pass for you and all you love. God bless.